지국이 진짜 뭐죠? 지국? 지민 정국? 후 찾으셨나요?
어디 이게 어떻게 여기 들어가?
아니 거기만
잠깐만 뭐야 이거 무슨 장난인데?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. When Jimin appeared live, the fandom practically exploded. It wasn't just another casual moment on broadcast, it was that kind of moment that makes every army hold their breath and scream into their pillow at the same time. The air was electric, the comments section a storm of purple hearts, and then the word Jikook appeared. The name that has made millions of fans around the world melt, wonder, and believe in the bond between Jungkook and Jimin. What happened next sent shockwaves through the entire fandom. Jimin looked different that day. There was something in his energy, soft but confident. Shy but mischievous, the same energy that always shows up whenever Jungkook's name is mentioned. His voice was gentle, his laugh the kind that feels like sunlight after a storm. Fans noticed how relaxed he seemed. His expressions more genuine than ever, like he wasn't trying to hide anything anymore. The live started off like most of his broadcasts. Casual chat, music in the background, light jokes. But everyone watching knew that at any second, something could happen. Because when it's Jimin, and when Jungkook is even remotely mentioned, history tends to repeat itself and chaos always follows. The comments section was flooding. Armies were typing so fast that even Jimin laughed at the stream of messages flying by. Jikook! Jikook! One fan wrote, and suddenly hundreds of similar messages appeared. The fans weren't subtle. They never are when it comes to these two. And for a split second, Jimin froze. Just slightly. His lips twitched into that tiny, knowing smile, the one that only appears when he's trying not to laugh. He looked away from the camera for a second, covering his face with his hand, before letting out that soft laugh that fans know all too well. "Ah, you guys," he said, shaking his head with a smile, his voice dipping into that playful tone. "You're really..." He didn't finish the sentence, but he didn't have to. The way his eyes glimmered said enough. It wasn't denial, it wasn't avoidance, it was warmth. And that warmth lit up every corner of the fandom. Meanwhile, somewhere else Jungkook was also live. It almost felt too perfectly timed. Fans noticed it immediately, of course. They started typing in his chat too. "Jimin is live right now. Did you know Jimin mentioned Jikook?" Jungkook's reaction was pure gold. His face changed the moment he saw the flood of comments mentioning Jimin's name. His calm expression softened instantly, that tiny smile forming on his lips, the same one that always gives him away. Then someone wrote, "He said Jikook?" And Jungkook's reaction was priceless. He blinked, froze for a second, then looked straight into the camera like he was trying not to react. But that micro-expression, that split second of panic, amusement, and affection all mixed together told the whole story. Jungkook leaned back, rubbed his neck, and laughed under his breath. That little, low laugh that usually slips out when he's caught off guard. "Ah, really?" he muttered softly, his voice almost lost between chuckles. Fans lost their minds. The timing felt too coincidental to be random. Both of them live, both interacting with fans, both reacting to Jikook. It was like an invisible thread between them, something that's always there no matter how much time passes, no matter where they are. When Jimin continued his live, fans kept teasing him, dropping comments like, "Where's Jungkook?" and "We saw you two together." Every time his eyes flicked over those words, his smile grew wider. There was a moment where he paused, leaning his chin on his hand, looking straight into the camera as if he was about to say something, but stopped himself. "You guys really notice everything," he said softly. And again, that tone. The one filled with affection. The one that feels like he's talking not just to fans, but to someone specific who might be watching. Later, when the live ended, Jungkook posted something that made everyone's hearts skip a beat. It wasn't a direct response, but the timing was uncanny. A short clip, just him humming to a soft tune that fans quickly recognized, a song Jimin had mentioned before. The captions were simple, almost teasing, but armies instantly connected the dots. It was as if the two were having a silent conversation through their lives, one that only fans who have been following them for years could truly understand.
Let's go.
The fandom's reaction was instant chaos. On X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like hashtag #JikookLive and hashtag JiminConfirmed started trending within minutes. Fans posted screenshots of Jimin's shy smile, Jungkook's micro-reactions, side-by-side comparisons of their expressions, even analyzing the timing of their broadcasts. Memes, GIFs, emotional threads, the fandom went into full analysis mode. They don't even have to say anything anymore. One fan wrote, "The way they look, the way they smile, it's all there." Another wrote, "We've seen this before, the shy laughter, the knowing glances, the connection. It never fades." Some fans even went deeper, pointing out that Jimin's choice of words during the live felt different. He spoke more freely without hesitation. He mentioned how happy he was lately, how he's been spending more time with important people. That phrase alone sent fans spiraling because every time Jimin mentions happiness, Jungkook's name isn't far behind. And Jungkook, in his own way, always matches that energy. He's not one to say much directly, but his actions have always been louder. Whether it's his song choices, his live timing, or the tiny habits that mirror Jimin's, the pattern has never gone unnoticed. Like how both of them wore matching black beanies that week. Or how Jungkook's dog Bam was seen in the background of a photo that Jimin liked almost immediately after. Little coincidences that feel far from accidental. What makes moments like this so special isn't just the teasing or the reactions, it's the history behind them. Jimin and Jungkook have shared years of memories together, from their early trainee days to performing on the biggest stages in the world. Their bond has always been unshakable, filled with laughter, care, and quiet understanding. Watching them now as mature artists, still having that spark, still showing that same energy whenever they cross paths, feels like witnessing something pure and unspoken. For the fans who've been there since the beginning, it's not about forcing a narrative, it's about celebrating a connection that's clearly real, no matter how you define it. The way Jungkook looks at Jimin, the way Jimin's entire expression softens around Jungkook, the tiny interactions that say more than words ever could, those are the things that keep armies believing. And that's why, when Jimin smiled during that live and didn't deny the word Jikook, it felt like more than just a fan moment. It felt like acknowledgement, a small but powerful confirmation that the bond we see isn't imagined. It's real, it's warm, and it's something they both cherish in their own quiet ways. The fandom's emotional response wasn't just excitement, it was gratitude. Because in a world where idols often have to hide every emotion, seeing Jimin laugh openly and Jungkook react so naturally gave fans a glimpse of authenticity that's rare and beautiful. The comments were filled with love. They don't need to say it. We can feel it. Jikook always find their way back. This live reminded me why I fell in love with them. By the end of the night, armies everywhere were still rewatching clips, analyzing moments frame by frame, and smiling through tears. Jimin's laughter echoed in their minds. Jungkook's small smile stayed frozen in their hearts. Because that's what Jikook does, they make the world pause for a second. They make love, in its most genuine and gentle form, visible even through a screen. And as the lights dimmed on both their lives, fans couldn't help but feel that quiet sense of connection too. That maybe, somewhere out there, Jimin and Jungkook were also smiling, knowing exactly what they had just done to the world of armies who love them endlessly. And that army is the magic of Jikook. No words, no explanations, just glances, laughter, and that invisible bond that never fades. Whether it's through a simple smile on live or a song that carries a hidden meaning, Jimin and Jungkook always find a way to speak straight to our hearts. So until the next live that breaks the internet again, keep your hearts open and your theories ready, because with Jikook, every moment could be the moment.